Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce respiratory in American English and in British English, and there are two correct ways in each. So let's break it down for you and get started. In American English, you'll see in the dictionary respiratory. And it is correct to say it this way, respiratory, with all of the syllables, but you will also hear native speakers reduce it to respiratory, down to 4 syllables from 5. This is typical in words with multiple syllables and schwas that sometimes instead of respira, we tend to do respra. We do this in some other words as well. So you can combine these two syllables, pura, and become just pra, because that ura is a short, unstressed part of the word. In both cases, in American English, it is stressed on the res syllable. Res is long and the other syllables are short, which is why that reduction happens. So let's try both ways. First we have respiratory. Secondly, we have respiratory. They do have a clear or on the tor syllable, some secondary stress there. And finally, make sure that you end on e. Don't let your tense e become too lax, not tore, but tori. So even though the e is fast and unstressed, it still is that tense e vowel. Then in British English, they have one pronunciation that stresses on the spear syllable. I would actually, in the British dictionary, they mark ear with this little I-er, but I think of it as an ear vowel. And that sounds like respiratory. And then also, instead of tori, they pronounce it with tree. So they reduce the tori, those two syllables, to one syllable. Respiratory, keeping the e but losing the or that we have in American English, both of our pronunciations. They also do have a pronunciation that's stressed on the res, which is respiratory, but it still keeps that tree at the end, one syllable rather than tori that we say in English. So in British English, respiratory or respiratory. Challenging to manage all of these different pronunciations. This is the one that I typically use, and this is the one that you can work on if it's challenging to do that pra. You can just stick with 5 syllables in American English. Respiratory. Anytime there's multiple R's, like at the beginning and more than one R in the middle, it can be challenging to say that word. Just go slowly, syllable by syllable, then speed up. And once you have it by itself, do try practicing it in some short phrases, just so that you can continue to say it correctly and easily. This is definitely a word that I think native speakers struggle with. I can't say it very smoothly in conversation, and I will follow those same techniques I'm recommending to you so that I can get more polished if I need to use this in conversation. Thanks so much for watching this video, for your comments, requests, questions, and suggestions. I do go to the comments and check those out, give you resources, or add your word to my list to cover in a future word of the day. Or if you have a medical word for our medical words playlist as well, you can leave that in a comment on this video or any of my videos. Do check out our full medical words playlist if that's something that you need to work on. There will be additional helpful words for you there. And our Word of the Day playlist, of course, has our many daily videos. You can use the search tools on the channel to find your video to see if it's already been covered, or you can leave me a comment and I'll direct you to where you can find those resources. Thanks so much for watching this video, liking, sharing, commenting. All of those things have helped the channel to grow, and a special shout out to our channel subscribers and channel members. Thank you for your support. I truly appreciate it. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.